Hitting the go button.
All right.
We're live.
Oh, Lordy.
I don't have
took a
headphones
little
on.
while. Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild. I was ready at 9 o'clock. Let us know if you can hear us.
I wasn't even home when it was time to go live.
Josh is too busy doing donuts in his Gladiator.
We'll see if this works. For some reason, my video is possibly glitchy, but hopefully the audio works.
It's looking good here, but who knows how it's actually working. Hopefully people can hear Josh and me tonight. Check in. Let us know where you're watching from. And how many servos have you burnt out?
Ever?
Sure.
Ever. Okay. That is that man, I'd like to hear your answer to that.
4.
You're just not trying very hard.
I think it's mostly because I've remember that servo tester that I had?
Yes. Didn't you burn out that?
Yes.
Which I'm not sure how.
3S.
I plug 3S into it all the time.
I don't know. It made a lot of noise and smoked. I don't have that anymore.
Huh. Well,
and it broke a servo at the same time.
Maybe it was the servo. But
no. Those Amazon servos are extremely high quality, Josh.
Exactly. That's interesting. I have to imagine I'm well into the double digits as far as servos that I've cooked.
Yeah, 4 is I'm probably being really optimistic. I think I burnt out 4 one year at the East Coast Scale Challenge, so.
That seems more reasonable.
Yes. Thank you.
I don't know why my video is choppy, but again, hopefully the audio is fine.
You look great over here. You look short, which is quite normal. Maybe I'll make you a little bit. Can I make you any larger? Here, there we go. Do I want to make you larger? Not really.
Right. Just make my head bigger. That's all.
Your microphone is right in frame for the first time ever.
That's good. So there's that servo tester that you burned out that I still seem to use successfully.
Oh, no. I didn't burn that one out. I burnt out that really cheap, crappy one.
Oh, yeah, that.
I want that one. What was that one that you just showed me?
You had one of these?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, that uses a receiver pack. So that's only good to 6 volts, let alone.
No wonder 3S kabloomed it.
Which is so hard to understand because it says 4.8 to 6 volts on the front of it.
I just assumed that's what it output.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Brian Sherwood, thanks very much. Top button. I think that means, is that the like button? Oh, top button. Oh. Sorry. I wore this shirt yesterday, too. I was like, this is my birthday shirt. My mother-in-law got me this shirt. And I was like, it's a good shirt. I'll wear that again.
It's a nice shirt. It's a quality shirt. I'll go with that.
I'm going to go with that shirt.
I did catch a good amount of your live stream from last night.
Did you then?
You working on your VW thing?
Oh, it's a V thing.
It's a V thing. So
ain't nothing but a V thing.
I approve. I think it looks good. I'm going to try something with my camera. We're just going to see something.
It's going to be a little bit big, I think.
You mean too big for a class 2 in general?
No. It's just it's a bit on the thick boy side. So we're going to do a pinch or a dovetail, I think.
Well, that's going to be interesting. Dovetailing a VW body.
Yes.
A thing body.
It's quite square, usually.
Yeah, it's just that's gonna be an interesting look. I'm not saying that it'll be bad.
Well,
it'll look a little push me pull you.
Anything really be worse?
Yeah, exactly.
Any worse? Really?
I think it'll be a kind of push me pull you look.
Is it coming or going? I don't know.
Right.
No, it'll be quite easy to tell which way is forward because the cab is square on one side. So just there'll be a
Wait,
windshield.
it has a roof?
It has a what?
A roof?
Yes, indeed it does.
Huh.
You should look it up. Just Google VW truck.
I figured
thing.
you were making a topless version.
Oh, no. I rarely would I ever go topless.
Right. Weren't they convertibles?
Don't worry about it. This was a special, like, one-off thing. There's not very many out there.
Huh.
It's a VW thing truck. So Google VW thing truck, and it'll come up.
Of course. Evan
I didn't invent
Baucamp, thank you very much. Thanks for the informative and entertaining content. I appreciate it. That was obviously meant towards me since it said informative. But
Top tip: don't plug a 3S battery into a 4 to 6 volt servo tester.
right, not 4 to 6 cell.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a lot of grief last night because of my chair. I created a drinking game. Anytime the chair squeaks, gotta have a drink. And I think a lot of people got very, very ill and didn't go to work today.
People are not tuning in today because, specifically.
Yes. Drew Barrymore, 51st dates painted yellow. See? Somebody out there, Ralph Harper knows.
Learn something every day.
BW Thang.
Blake Denley, thank you. What's up, Josh? Glad to meet you at Proline by the Fire. I got a pic with you while holding my dog. I enjoyed your content. Thanks for all the help. The event, it was good meeting you as well. It was a fantastic event. Matt, you missed out.
Nah, I don't want to hear anything about it.
It was the best. I mean,
I'm extremely jealous.
You should be, specifically.
As soon as I saw all the like circusy stuff that they had, like there was a juggler, right?
Yep. Juggler juggling knives and then flaming things.
Right.
And yeah, they
And
committed to a lot of the event or to the theme.
I only wish, and I know that this is a lot to ask, but they had the Ring of Death. You could drive your trucks in and stuff.
They did.
I wish they had the Globe of Death.
Right. Yeah, and I think the only thing stopping them there was the fabrication. Now that Ring of Death, which was about a 6-foot diameter ring that was maybe about 4 feet tall, it was a decent amount away from tents and items, things like that. However, not far enough away, because one individual got his rig going around that thing so quickly that he ended up flying out and landing on top of RC 4-wheel drive's display table. And it smashed the table, but landed perfectly between the Midnight version TF2 and the Forerunner version TF2.
Wow. So lucky.
Yeah, it could have taken out $1,500 worth of trucks in a heartbeat.
I mean, that's
retail.
That's consumer retail costs.
Yeah.
It could have easily destroyed $38 worth of trucks.
Right.
Don't quote me on those numbers, but
yeah. And then Ben and Phoenix and Moose Jaw and I were all there together. The mod squad as they've been
the mod squad
named. Yeah. We had a good time. Yeah, like Ben was saying, they had lawn darts, or they called them monster darts, where you launch off a ramp and you try and get closest to a specific bullseye, which I've played at a Proline event in the past and won. It was at their Monster Truckapalooza.
You winning it.
I did not bring a basher to this event, though, but I did have fun filming. And, man, they absolutely were just sending some trucks. And having them crash down was amazing.
Well, I saw over at Horizon Fest just a couple weeks ago, they were doing like the long jump thing from our favorite movie. And
there was no
they
house.
had a guy. No, there didn't need to be a house. If there was a house, it would have been eclipsed by the distance these cars were going. But they had a guy doing FPV drone filming at the same time.
Yeah.
So like they're launching these cars off the ramp, and they've got the drone man following along right behind it. It was so cool to watch that. I was like,
it really was. The guy who
this could
had the
be a
distance,
really good premise for a movie.
right? He had the distance record that weekend at like 261 feet, and I think the record.
What was he doing it in? An SCX 10.3.
Right. I think it was a Typhon, and I think he was hitting the ramp at nearly 100 miles an hour.
Good Lord.
Yeah. But I think the record was 262 feet. So
that's great. So close.
Jimmy, two horses. So, glad I finally got to meet you. Hashtag Jimothy.
Glad I finally got to meet you. Gunnar Nissen, thank you very much. How many trees am I going to chop down? Well, I don't know. I have to see how many trees I got left.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Gunnar, as well. How many stomachs destroyed by Armageddon? Gunnar, unfortunately, I did not have the opportunity to destroy. It was the busiest I've ever been at an event. I will say that.
Brag much?
Oh, right?
Sorry, I can't do any more autographs, guys. My arm hurts so much. So busy. So busy talking.
We had just the traffic by the booth was amazingly fun. When the guys were hanging out there, I just abandoned the tent for a little bit, and all of them had to handle the booth. I mean, you handled it. Just walked away.
Yeah. Hey, Mod Squad, go do some work over here. Sell some stuff.
Answer some questions.
Yes, this is a Vanquish truck. No, we will not make the Ripper. Yes, Josh built the Ripper. Pardon my noob said $30 worth of trucks, so we were on the same page there. He actually undervalued them. Psycho 13 Garage, thanks very much. I heard next year they're going to have a Gigolo Juggler at Proline by the Fire.
I'm back in.
Oh, man. Oh, Josh, can you sign my boobs?
One set.
Mike Philpott said that. You got a boob sign in there.
What? Ben was there for it. I think Moose Jaw might have been too. I can't remember if Phoenix was.
Yeah, sure they were.
They were
Guys,
there.
I just signed some boobs. Sure you did.
There was witnesses.
Boobs don't count.
What'd you say?
I said moobs don't count.
Okay. Then if we're getting technical.
Ralph, thanks very much. Oil the chair. But then the game doesn't have any more meaning.
Oh. So that part of the event was just a fantastic time.
It definitely looked, from what I saw in video, and Axial had a pretty decent video up on their page, or on their Instagram site. Instagram on the telephone.
On their HTTPS.
www.instagram.com. It looked like a really fun time, and I'm very disappointed that I missed it. Very much so.
Yes. It was
thanks very much.
Next year for sure, which will be even better. There is discussions of having it kind of this time of the year again, because normally it's earlier in the year.
Yes. Usually it's May. Right.
So that's hopefully they have it again. I liked this time of year. The weather was not bad. It wasn't good. It was warm, but not insane.
Uh-huh.
So I think in general it's just it was bigger than Axial Fest out here this year. Well, and which was still bigger
in terms of people.
Yeah. And which was bigger than the Midwest one too. So it was definitely their biggest event of the year. And just as far as proximity to so much. Now, the terrain there is so much different. There's not I wouldn't say that there's as much.
There isn't as much.
But I mean, there
No.
is, but there isn't. Like the terrain out there is so big at Horseman's that like you can't use all of it. But
Well,
it's so much
there's
easier
also
to
like,
get to than it is Axial
well, yeah,
Fest
because
at Donner.
it's right there. You walk across the parking lot or gravel area, and that's where the trail starts.
Yeah, the rocks are there.
Yep, they're right there.
So that part of it
They're
was
there.
great.
Blind Guy RC, thank you. Hey man, that mud truck gonna be awesome sauce. I hope so. I hope it will be. It definitely looks good already.
I did watch that. I got that. I watched your video today while I was at the machine, sitting there.
So not so busy that you couldn't watch one of my videos.
I listened
too
to it
busy
more.
to get home on
Listened
time.
to it, yeah, more listening than anything really.
Fair enough.
I'm a good listener.
I doubt it. Paul from Gary Cooper said, Paul from Proline said the estimated count on people was 1,500. 800 plus drivers plus spectators. That's like in spectators, people's wives or girlfriends.
Yeah.
When are you going to be done? I want to go home.
Everybody seemed to be in pretty good spirits.
That's great.
What they did do a great job of is they had multiple food vendors, coffee thing. They had like a snow cone trailer. So there was things there. If you didn't have to leave, even if you didn't really bring everything you needed. And so,
what was your favorite thing you ate?
There was some brisket smash burgers that were really good.
So smash burgers, that's just where they pound it into the flat top?
Yeah. I think it's pretty literal.
I don't know. We don't have smash burgers here.
Well, I'm not necessarily an expert on them either, but that's what it appeared to be as well.
We've got lightly adjusted burgers.
Slight tension or something.
Placed, but only as much tension as they ask for.
Right. We're not aggressively. Like,
are you okay? We have to ask.
Blind Guy RC, thank you. Hey man, by the fire would be fun, but Axial Fest. LOL.
I'm gonna do both. I'm doing them all next year. If there's an event, okay. Either reach out on Instagram or put it in the chat here. If there's an event other than K&K, Axial Fest, Proline by the Fire, Scale Nationals, East Coast Scale Challenge, anything in the world that you think I should go to, put it in there. I've got a very large budget because I didn't go anywhere.
Because I haven't spent any money in 2 years.
Slapnuts said, I hope Josh never agrees to sign a Super Shafty. I don't think you have to worry about that. These people in RC.
They were bringing up the Crawl for a Cure, but this year is the last Crawl for a Cure, which happens out here. And I realized while at Proland by the Fire, when someone was asking me about it, they're like, Crawl by. And I started, it was just like, when they give me a time, I was like, oh, well, I looked at my phone. I'm like, I am not going to make it. I didn't realize that I had an overlapping trip. So I'm going to miss the last Crawl for a Cure, which is a major bummer.
Oh, nuts. That sucks.
Especially with how close it is and everything else.
Son of a gun.
I know.
Beat the Creek. That I've heard of that one.
I've heard of that as well. That's
is that an
somewhere
eastern coast?
Yeah, that's somewhere
Excellent.
on the East Coast. I've heard of it. I don't really know much about it. Vermont?
Chicken Pass.
Maybe.
Vermont, eh?
I'm just guessing.
Beat the Creek is in Maysville, Kentucky.
That's
close. Not anywhere close to Vermont.
It's right there.
It goes Vermont, and then a bunch of states I've never.
But they're all like this big.
Kentucky.
They're all like this big. So it's just like you could still almost throw a rock to it.
Vermont, Rhode Island, Manhattan,
New Jersey,
Cape Cod,
Kentucky,
Carolina North, Carolina Southeast, Carolina South, Florida, and then Kentucky.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of nestled in the panhandle there.
Beat the Cheat is in Kentucky.
Beat the
Beat the Cheat? That must be you. I think they're referring to you, probably. East Coast Championships, where nationals will be held in Alabama. So there's an East Coast Championships.
ECC.
ECC, and then there's the East Coast Scale Challenge.
Yeah, there's ECC and ECSC. Now, in all fairness, ECC came way before ECSC.
Yeah, no argument there. Gunnar Nissen, thank you very much. Don't forget the 24 hours of Camtech. That's right.
That is right.
I can't forget about that. Did you see what I did? I don't know if you can see that real well.
That looks like blue.
Yeah, it's
it's blue. It looks like a Seahawks logo is cut out of there.
It's Cranky Homer from the episode where he's driving that car. So he's all like scrunched up there, and he's like, "Where kind of crazy country does this car come from?" Shifted into H. So I'm going to put that on the windshield because I'm putting a windshield in for aerodynamics.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Got to cut down on the.
So, Psycho 13 Garage. Any word on the 124 scale Sand Scorcher from Old Time RC? May have to go to Proline by the Fire next year. I'm a little over an hour away from Victorville. Oh, that's right there.
That's super close. You're right there.
If you're within 4 hours, you should day trip it.
Yeah. If you're on any part of the America, you got to go to it.
Exactly.
Just get there.
And Perry G, thank you. No crawl for a cure. How dare you? I know. I am disappointed that I will not be able to attend. But I have multiple weddings to attend out of state within 6 days.
Dave Zilla, hello. I saw Dave Zilla today. I was in the hobby shop.
Nice. What'd you get? Let me guess.
You want to do mail call?
Oh, that's not a bad idea, except that any of the things that I got, I did not bring in the room because I was so late.
You can just tell everybody the things you got.
I don't really remember.
Gypsy Roots drove 1,200 miles to get to PLBTF.
See? Easily and worth it.
Yep.
Can I get, what did you buy something substantial?
At the hobby shop, I was this close to buying that Tamiya Ford Escort MF-01X.
But you didn't.
You know, with the
with
blue
the
wheels.
White and the blue. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I actually did a little dance. I was like, and then I walked out. I wanted it real bad, but then I was like, idiot, that you've got 4 Tamiya kits upstairs. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
But it's cool. You know what, Dave? Put it aside. I'll order it online tomorrow. Put it aside for me. I'm an idiot. Nothing really substantial. I got 1 can of On Point paint.
You're liking the On Point.
Dude, I'm telling you, because apparently I don't think the Traxxas paint is going to come to Canada.
Right. It's not going to immigrate.
It's like its passport is not in order or something. Right. But the On Point stuff, it's exactly the same stuff.
Right.
It's like when you buy the Micromark professional plastic welder. It's the same stuff.
As what? As
the
On Point as On Point paint? What?
No, I'm saying On Point is the same as Traxxas paint. I think it's all the same stuff. It comes from the same factory.
Yes,
anyway.
It did. It definitely appeared so.
Yeah. So anyway, they had the chrome backer, so I got the chrome backer today because I didn't have the chrome backer before. So I got that. I also got the proper body mounts for the van body for the TRX Trax project.
Oh, with the Prairie Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed those. I also got, and this is pretty exciting stuff, because I didn't get that Tamiya car, so I was like, well, if I'm not going to get that, I got to get something else pretty cool. So I got CA accelerator.
I'm a fan. I like anything that I can do faster.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
there too.
let's make this go real fast. It's so funny though. Like all the labels look the same when you buy CA, right?
Yes.
They all look like this. They all
Yes.
have like the colors and the stripe.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a bajillion different name brands though.
No, it's that company who was at NERSA, which was the show I was at. They were there and they brand it for you. Yeah.
So BSI is not the one that is the parent company?
No, it is not. They will print anything they would like, anything you would like on there.
But this part has to be the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, I'm coming with you to that event next year.
I will get you a pass.
I'm just gonna go. You know that this doesn't like. People aren't gonna. They're not gonna be like, well, no, the BSI stuff is way better than brand H.
So
you guys got to change up the labels a little bit more.
I've never even checked what the brands or the ones that I have are.
All right. Well, while you look, RC Dave charged up. Thanks very much. Wins the cheat your way at getting subscribers from a giveaway that never happens challenge. I'm sure Josh knows this one. Trash.
Ready to go.
It's happening. It's over there.
It's finally back from paint after however long. Oh, mine is labeled as RC Country. So like with my actual hobby shop, they have it bought and ordered.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Scott Hatfield, thanks very much. Super Shafty Fall Crawl. It's awesome. Look it up. It's this weekend. Okay, I'm not going to make it for that one. Right. Is there any way, and then a follow-up question. I have heard of the Super Shafty one, and I think that's in like, isn't that around the Virginia area?
Yeah, Maryland, Virginia.
Maryland, yeah.
Something like that.
It goes Maryland, Virginia,
Kentucky.
Texas. Kentucky's over here. Follow-up question. Is there any way to get better turning from a VS410 Ultra? It's got pretty good steering already, don't it?
I mean, it's like 48 degrees, but if you want to get more steering, you can always do, you can affect it by overdrive, doing more overdrive. You can also do, or dig. So.
Right. Dig. Well, assuming he's not making it a comp class 2 truck.
Right.
So no dig there.
So, Ron Starner, thank you, sir. Hello, shenaniganers. It's a hard word to say. One that's easy to screw up. That is hard to read. Thank you, sir. And hello. And RC Patina guy. Hey, Josh, my wife and I will be there for you. Oh, did you tell Matt how my wife beat me with a Hello Kitty rig?
Sweet. That's amazing. That's fantastic. I saw a bunch of pictures from Mr. Patina, man.
Yes. I think I took 0 pictures.
Oh, you're really busy.
I took a few I took a decent amount of video with the GoPro. That was it. Cool. And hopefully I will get that put together. So I tried putting it together. I'm going to gripe about event stuff real quick. Okay, I was trying to put together a video from the ASD crawl, which was a great event. And my biggest problem is that they had background music on, like playing in the pit the whole time.
No.
And basically any video that I was in the area of that is useless because there's copyright music in the background. And I can try and filter it, but it makes everything sound terrible. So it basically makes that entire video useless.
Well, that's probably why they did that, to prevent you from shooting any video.
Yeah.
They just want you to play with tiny trucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's kind of a pain. So if you're at an event and you want video coverage, don't play a bunch of music in the background.
Craig Thompson said that Bob Smith Industries, which is the parent company, offer to print your own label for your hobby shop if you purchase a large enough amount. I wonder if they would do a special run of Scale Builders Guild CA.
Right.
Super thin and doesn't stick. Just gets real hot. It's so hot. Doesn't do anything. Hello, Wes. Blind Guy IRC, thank you very much. BC has a lot of great comps. Canada has smash burgers. Okay. It's probably not in Toronto yet because it's not trendy. Moose Jaw just goes, you mean I ate Armageddon for nothing?
Right. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Moose Jaw, you did, because you ate it right there right by the speaker, basically.
Oh, yeah. You can't do that, Joe. Come on, get with the program. Oh, all right.
Maybe since his was like there was two people who ate it like right by the speaker. We'll see if I can clip it around that one or make it. It just sounds bad when you get the background music.
Put other music on it.
Well, no, like a lot of it was like, because if I was in that area, it's when I was talking, or
Nobody
covering
needs to
something.
hear yours.
Well, otherwise it's just
enough.
like. So the one thing with the ASD crawl is that the actual crawling is not that great there. So you have to try and paint a picture of how fun the event is to be with the people and the things that they have going on, because that part of it is great. So it's events are more than just the actual trails, Matt. If you would remember if you've been to one in a while. But
most of the time when I was at PLBTF back in 2019, yikes, my back hurt so much that I sat down and talked to a lot of people.
Yeah, you did.
I basically talked the whole time because I could not stand up.
Jimmy Two Horses, thank you again. The highlight of Proline by the Fire 21 was seeing Josh climb the fence during the dirt drags. So there was sand or / dirt drags that they had, side-by-side drag racing, and I was filming down near the finish line, and I could just tell that this vehicle had it out for me, but I was standing next to a chain link fence, so as the vehicle spun out of control, I was able to, with one hand, hold the fence and jump up with my feet while still holding the camera. Success.
Well done.
It hit
your
right
regular
at my feet.
Red Bull camera guy.
Yeah. Extreme sport camera.
Yeah. All right. So some other things I picked up today. I got a can of emergency googly eyes.
What? What is that?
It's a can of googly eyes. So I can.
Are they various sizes?
Yes. What I'm going to do, because they already have adhesive on the back, is I'm going to go around the next time I'm at a comp or an event, and I'm just going to put. Oh, there's a lot of good sizes in there. I'm just going to put googly eyes on everyone's truck, on their headlights.
I'm okay with that. I see nothing wrong with that approach.
I think it'll be fun.
I think it'll be great.
People will be like, well,
would that be a functional scale point?
I don't think so.
Why not?
It's not functional.
It seems to be functional.
Do anything.
I mean, it does a thing. It googlies.
Like Philpott said, I think you just buy things to see expressions from Josh. They do. These are emergency ones, so only used in the event of an emergency. Cover a whole truck in those. Actually, that's not a bad idea either. That would be so weird. RC Overlander, I think somebody else was asking me about Artful Dodger parts. I've got a bunch on the Gatekeeper, which is still a work in progress. I'm waiting for someone to send me a tube bender, really, so I can get started on the truck.
I have to order. I have not ordered the Shapeways parts yet. I still have to do that.
I mean, I can do that.
Okay.
If that expedites the process at all.
Yes, you should do that. Order those.
Okay, send me the link for that later. And yes, Artful Dodger parts. I've got a bunch. I've got a new box coming actually for the Night Runner. Somebody was asking to see that. I'm happy to show you. I printed another piece. This is getting away from mail call, but I printed the back. Oops. Oh boy. There's a bunch of junk in there. I printed the new inner bed bit, but I think
what are all of those little pieces?
Don't worry. I got the fenders in here too. I printed out the high clearance fenders. I'm not gonna put them on now. They look way too high. They look weird. But there's a bunch. This is where I store all my stuff while I'm working on it.
What are all those white things? They look like little nails.
What are you talking about?
On top of the toolbox in the bed. What are those?
Those are nuts. Screws and nuts.
Huh. Okay.
And then I've got all the hidden body mounts. I printed those too. So there's a bunch of stuff happening, but there's a whole bunch more stuff coming from Artful Dodgers directly. So there's be some cool stuff going on with this. Plus, I have to get the spur gear adapter plopped on there so I can run better spurs.
Nice.
Oh! What else have we got here? Tekin sent along one of their new graphene power cells.
Oh, nice. I've not seen one of those in person yet.
Oops. There we go. 4200 mAh high voltage lithium polymer battery.
Power cell.
Power cell. Power cell. You gotta like do like a punching right. Noise. Pow.
Yeah, seems like one of those ones you would see on like a late night infomercial. Power cell.
Yeah. Are your trucks not running at their full capacity? Power cell. So I got one of those, which I'm pretty excited to try out. Spectrum. I got a new. I got a servo. I got a couple more receivers because you can never have enough receivers. And then the big thing this week. You'll probably recognize the logo.
Okay, you got another Buffalo kit. Oh, wait, I thought you did a Buffalo kit already.
Yeah, this is the truck.
Oh, way different than the Blazer.
Yeah, it's missing the whole back part.
Yeah, exactly. Why?
And I'll have you know,
are you going
Josh,
to build another one of these?
Bonus parts included.
Bonus parts included.
I haven't even opened it, so I have no idea what those bonus parts would be. But bonus. Oh.
Jamade.
G-Star made.
G-Star.
I'll be building that live, presumably next week.
You should do it either this Friday or next Friday night.
Oh yeah? Why? Are you not around?
Nope. I will be. I'm leaving. I'm flying out Friday. This Friday.
Yes.
For a wedding Saturday. And then I'm staying for a wedding on Friday. And then flying back on Sunday.
So
2 weddings, 2 states, both near the same vicinity.
Are they close to each other, these states?
4 hours away.
What states are they?
Missouri and Nebraska.
Are those right next to each other?
They're kind of like this.
Okay.
They think there is a portion where they do overlap slightly, but just barely.
Cool. Cool.
So, we did. I mean, last week we did do this show while I was in the hotel of a casino with terrible Wi-Fi. Now, for some reason, I mean, our audio should be good for this episode. I don't know why my camera is in stop motion mode, but we
probably why I got the bigger audience tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We wrapped up the budget build, which seemed to fly by, but just in the nick of time.
Only 8 weeks.
I know, just in the nick of time, because if I was having to do it this week and next week, I think I would have jumped off a roof.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. A roof.
Oh, yes. I always get so confused when you say that word. Somebody was asking if it was Ian. Must have missed a few feeds. What's the black truck above the Cherokee 6x6? Well, that, sir, is the new TRX4 Blazer with the black body and the lift kit and 2.2s. I'm making a mud truck.
Yes, we both make mud trucks, and we both run them once, and then we both sell a mud truck.
That's exactly what I did with the last mud truck.
Yep, that's what I've done with my last couple of mud trucks.
Yeah. Very muddy. But I am doing some fun stuff with it. There's more parts to come that I'm not going to, no spoilers tonight, so.
Yeah, no, that's fun. You got that first video out today on that. So that's good, because how wild are you planning to go on this thing?
Oh man. Where's that motor? Oh, it's in it's in the other bin. But I think I might take that Valinion system that we had in the TRX6 and try to cram that into this.
It'll fit. We know that.
It'll be a lot of motor, though.
I
think, what do you do in that case? Volt up and gear down?
that is always the case, yes. I think that's a good idea, though.
Do? You think that's a good one?
I don't think that there's anything wrong with that idea. I mean, other than just having to fit that 8S system in somewhere, that's the only tricky part. I do believe that I've got a 3D printable mount that I could send you to make it pretty easy for you.
It would be interesting if I did it.
Why wouldn't you? You already have it.
Well, it's true.
I mean,
yeah, it's already sitting there not doing anything, and it still works perfectly fine.
Right.
Despite 60 miles per hour to 0 in less than a second.
Oh yeah, I forgot that yours went through that. That's a good point. I took my TRX6.
This is what was in the box. Did anybody see the joke? There's a little gag in the video.
Muddiest name in RC.
Oh, that was obvious.
Oh well,
I did that right at the beginning.
Yeah,
no,
I know.
When I was filming, and I put the cell block in underneath it to like rest it on the cell block, and it doesn't do anything because it's already got that much clearance under there.
I didn't watch it really. I just listened. I
was like, yeah, we're just gonna. Oh man,
your visual humor was lost on me.
So that's what was in the Traxxas box, which I'm really excited about.
That's good. I'm glad that you're diving into that one. Now, you've installed a number of Traxxas parts, mainly in this episode. Do you have more to go?
Yes. I'm just looking at the pile of parts over here.
Right.
I've got some other things too that our man there, our guy, he was like, it would be really cool if you did blank. And I was like, consider it done. I will do that.
Well, now I'm interested. I mean, I was interested before, but
it'll be good. It'll be a visual gag for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Josh, do you like the Mamba Monster ESCs? I've never really ran Mamba Monsters in anything. Mamba X. I do. What do I have? I have the XLX2 from my Limitless. But other than that, Mamba Max. That's about it. Oh, there's another. There's another Ripper for sale on Facebook right now for $8,500. It appears, and of course a bunch of comments about it. But it will likely sell.
That's too expensive. You could buy a lifted XJ for that.
Right.
My real car is not worth that much. You could buy 2 Kia Rios for that.
Kia Rios. I remember those. Those were funny.
Yeah.
But
Mike Philpott. Hey, Matt, I got a brand new 160 amp ESC you could put it in. I've already got an ESC with the. It's a. What is it? It's a
VXL 8S. Right.
That's too many S's.
4S
was enough.
Oh, that's right. You only went 4S.
No, I did go to 6 on the end.
That's when it. You went 6S once.
I went 6S. I went 6S once. That Ripper's stupid. Josh is dumb.
Oh man, I'm just.
If I had the money, I mean,
you'd pick up a second one because why not?
Why not? I'm waiting on the Ripper too.
Yes, you are. Keep waiting. Literally hold your breath until then. That's my suggestion to everybody.
Oh, Mike said it's the 8S Spectrum one. Well, since I've got that system, I'm probably going to stick with that one, Mike. But thank you. I mean, if you want to trade me something else for something else, I got a lot of junk I'm trying to get rid of.
Yeah, you and me both.
Nobody wants to do swap meets anymore.
I did get a little bit of cleaning done in the garage the last couple of days. I ran across the drag bolt.
I
was like, oh, dang, look at this.
We talked about it last night because that picture was quite inspiring to me.
How much...
You don't need to say to me when you say inspiring, by the way.
Right.
It was very inspiring. And we're like, we could do it again.
Like we could. I mean, we could just take just how much has changed in what I would do with
many things.
Exactly. Even
so many things. I would do so many things differently. Like properly, I think is the right word. Instead of I goofed around for like how many weeks do we do that for? 4?
4 weeks. Monthly mayhem. Like
that's why we call it that. For the first 2.5, 3 weeks, I didn't even really take it seriously. I was just like, smaller tires up front, bigger tires in the rear. Not even drag tires or slicks. It was just I don't know, whatever. Let's put some boggers on it. Then I was like, oh, shit, he's actually making this go real fast. All right, we better buckle down. And it was too late by then. Patina Guy, thanks very much. Hey, I'm over on your side now, giving you some love too. I appreciate that. Ask Josh if I get a military 6x6 kit, will he like to assemble it for me on your live stream?
Whoa. Right now, I'm not accepting any further outside builds until I get through I have a pile over there.
Mountain.
And honestly, probably...
Is that a cross 6x6? Is that what Patina Guy's talking about? A cross 6x6?
I was like, I think the one that I have over here is a 4x4, but...
I don't know. It's got 4 wheels on it.
I was like, I don't think it was a 6x6. I can't imagine. I mean, unless it's one of the Bang Gang ones, but I think they're really the only ones that are doing military 6x6s.
Cross RC. This not brought to you by Cross RC.
Yeah.
Who have we offended so much they'll never do anything?
You know what? We could keep trying. Let's make sure.
The only thing, it's like when the crazy companies are like, we want you to work with us. It's like, well, I am going to sort by price, high to low, and I will only do these two. I will only assemble the Mammoth.
Yeah. And I'm keeping it. No.
Yeah, exactly. Patina Guy said maybe the RC 4-wheel drive military. The Beast?
Do they still have that? But that comes assembled, I thought.
No, you can get a kit for that one.
That sounds...
Beast 2, yeah.
Oh, my... Don't you have to assemble that whole cab and all the little plate?
It was so fun.
Hard pass. Hard pass.
DK said I need Matt to build my grand hauler. I looked at those today too, and I was like, I do like these semis.
Pretty fun build. I will agree there as well.
I gotta send mine to EVGA, but I don't have a box big enough for it.
Haven't figured out how to build a crate to carry it yet.
I think I might actually get my friend Dana, his dad, built him a crate for his. I think I might get him to do that. Then it could actually be like strapped down inside the box.
Right.
I already filled it full of packing peanuts.
Oh, perfect. Oh, those fans kick on. You just, wah.
Can you imagine what mess that would make? Don't turn it on ever.
I'm just gonna put a garbage bag in there and spray expanding foam.
Only J Concepts has been insulted more. I think it's true.
Now, J Concepts.
You saw them at the show, didn't you? I
did, but it was they had a couple of ladies there representing them. I don't think they were aware of my shenanigans.
Do you come with the car?
Right.
Oh, you.
They did release 2 new Class 1 tires this week, or last week at the show. The Tusk and the Hunk or something like that. Husk and Trunk.
Tunk.
I can't remember what they were called. It's something like Tunk and Husk or something, but whatever. Not bad looking tires. They're 3.95 inches tall, so I was immediately not interested.
So I was going to say right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I was immediately uninterested.
But tell me more.
Yeah, so not even to the limit of that class's height. Fantastic.
Perfect.
I love to give away competitive advantage.
I can't use them for Class 0 because they're not branded tires. So.
Right.
Jay Walker just said worst names ever.
Yeah. Yes, I know I'm in 2 frames per minute right now. I don't know why, but at least
Hi, Wes. Thanks for checking in, dude.
I just want to put up just an image of myself.
Wes, did you get those measurements I sent you? Sorry. What were we talking about?
The hunk and the tisk.
The chunk.
The TikTok.
The chunk and the trick.
But the tires themselves didn't look too bad. And then they released an IROC Z body for the no prep scene, which also looked pretty good. So
good, but like J Concepts good?
No,
or like everybody else good?
Like properly acceptable.
Huh.
So, maybe even, shall I say, possibly better than the Proline IROC.
Yeah, you said that in your news report show.
The Proline one has got the weird hood scoops, like the hood bulges, which this one does not have.
People like bulges, though, don't they?
In the right spot. So, or spots, but
or areas. Yeah.
Just it matters. Not all bulges are created equally. No. So I think that they did a pretty good job.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. But I'm disappointed that Jay wasn't actually there.
Yes.
Mr.
No,
Mr. Jason Concepts.
He did not make it.
Darn it. That's too bad.
But it was a good show overall. I had a good time in Vegas, even if it was basically almost all work. And then,
I don't know, man. I talked to you a lot, and it didn't seem like you were doing much of anything.
I mean, that's what I do, though, is talk a lot, so it was work.
But what does Steve do? If Steve is already there, then you're not really. You're like the girl of the. And no offense to, but you're like the booth babe of Vanquish when you're at that show, signing autographs.
I do all the talking, and Steve wanders around. He's like, I'll be back. I'll be back. Where'd you go?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's got one of those yard-long drinks.
Yeah. Like, they were handing these out. Like,
this one over there.
he's got the big glasses. Got the big glasses on. So.
But it's also, the glasses are a straw that connects to the drink. Oh shoot! I had a really good question, and now I forgot it because we were goofing off so much. Alex just said, "If Josh is a booth babe, I never want to see booth babes again." It's true. Shoot, what was it? It was something about something important.
Something about Las Vegas.
It might have been about Las Vegas. Dang it.
I'm going to try something with my video just because it couldn't be any worse, and at least I'll still have audio.
It's becoming a podcast now.
Yeah. No, that's basically all that is. I totally agree.
Oh, I made an order yesterday through vanquishproducts.com.
Oh, that's our website.
Yeah, that's where you do that.
That's where we do business.
It's where we make business. Did you get my note? Did Dan let you know about my note?
He did not. But
Dan and I are gonna have to have a chat.
Well,
happy because I wanted you to not sign a hat.
Oh.
I know that every hat that gets sold immediately gets signed by you, regardless of whether or not people ask for it.
Right. I just sign them all. Here you go.
You just walk into work and you're like, oh, I see the hats have come in. Well,
better get busy.
There you go, the old Sharpie.
Better get my pen out.
Harley Designs. Harley Designs. So that hat better not show up with any stupid signature on it.
I can make 0 promises. So you will take it and you'll like it.
Matt's pick is all warm looking. Josh looks like he's hiding in a bunker.
Yes.
Well, Josh likes it dark.
I fixed my camera even.
He likes it moody. What was wrong? Did you have it set on time-lapse mode?
No, I have. I took and I switched from one XR1 to another XR1 and then ran it through NVIDIA Broadcast through there and then pumped NVIDIA Broadcast in instead of the XR1, if you'd like to know specifically what I attempted to do.
Didn't really want to know, but that's fine.
Well, you asked. So.
How did how did you like the strongman lift at Proline with the blue and orange VS410 Pro?
Actually, I think that I caught that one on video. He was probably there, or I probably saw him doing. He was running some, I think maybe KLRs, and was doing pretty well, burning off his tire, leaving a lot of rubber on the surface, like
very good,
a little good little pile going on. So
that's cool.
It was a cool.
Josh is very white. Yes, it's true.
I don't get out much.
We've talked about this before, but if you're watching on Josh's channel, you get webcam version of me. If you're watching Josh on my channel, you get webcam version of him.
Right.
It's just how we have to do it with the Skype and we don't have enough good quality cameras.
Right. Well, I do, but one of them's like up here, and you just see my hands. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that one on that mount too. I did last night. I like that overhead view.
I liked your. Was yours straight overhead?
Okay. Well, just slightly off to an angle because it interferes with the microphone.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it works pretty well. It's good. Juggalo white. He's got full paint on right now.
Nicole just joined. Hello.
Oh, hi, Nicole.
She says, "Mom wants to see what your floor looks like in there." I would, but the camera, I can't. It doesn't go down that far. I would like.
It doesn't move that way, Nicole. And to be fair, there's a lot of really sensitive not release.
Yeah,
Stuff
I can't show everything
just
that's on the floor in
hand
here.
down.
I mean, I'd be breaking NDAs. Could be
Oh, so
sued.
many
We could
fucking ideas.
we could lose the shop.
The Bang Gang would never forgive him.
All those special releases. We got the new 10x10 coming out. We've got several new tricycles to be
The
released.
Camtech 6x6 tricycle.
5-wheeler.
It's a the fifth wheel is in the middle.
Yeah.
Very middle of the truck.
Then it steers with that one. Just
Aardvark Spleen, thanks very much. Tell Josh to get hats with a dark underbrim so our greasy fingerprints don't taint the hat.
oh, wash your hands. We're in a global crisis.
Never heard you scream so much.
I know. It's one of those days. It was a very busy
Eric
day.
Backstrom said, I definitely broke in those KLRs. He's talking
Yeah. For his
Brian Sherwood wants to know how the new digs are over at Tower Hobbies. We're working now.
So when I was at NERSA, which I keep saying that, for those that don't know what it means, it's National Retail Hobby Store Association. And it's an expo where they bring in all different vendors, like all the big names are there, and you set up a booth and the hobby shops come and then you talk to stores and have a good time.
Well, do you like RC trucks? Well, you should probably carry these in the store.
What? Help me help you.
Talk to Josh. I gotta go.
Yeah. But what was the point of what I was going to say? Oh, yes. I was getting ready to go to the show the first day, and Nicole had bought me a nice new polo, which I ironed before going down. What?
Do you even know how that
I
operates?
know how to iron. Anyway.
I obviously do.
Yeah, exactly. I have a feeling you iron socks, but
No, I only iron shirts and sometimes pants, just to get the wrinkles out.
you want the crease right in the front, right there.
Yeah, right down the middle, baby. Not even pleated, but I'll add a pleat.
Yeah, I'll pleat it myself. Anyway, Nicole says I'm a liar. I know how to operate an iron perfectly fine. Anyway, she had bought me new pants days before as well, and I happened to put on the khaki colored ones. So I was wearing a blue polo shirt and khakis, which also happens to be the official uniform of every Horizon employee. So
I'm surprised you didn't know that before you went.
did. I just didn't think about it. But yeah, so of course, that was pointed out by several. Rich Trujillo popped in. He's like, hey, he took a photo with me. This is like, welcome to the Horizon family. And Schultz did the same, posted it. I'm like, I am not sharing either of these photos because I know the comments that I'm going to get.
Luckily, enough people on our streams also subscribe to both of those guys on Instagram. So
Yeah.
everybody saw it.
Yeah, exactly.
Does Rich, Checkered Past asked, does Rich have you on cardboard duty or are you on the Vetero?
Patera Research and Development.
Crawler Baller, thanks very much. The Cholo vibe looks good on you, bruh. I've got too many buttons done up for it to be Cholo.
Yeah, leave the top one, undo the
Leave
rest.
the top one and undo the rest. Actually, I do have a white t-shirt on underneath, so that would work. But it's a V-neck, so...
Of course it's a V-neck. We all knew. We assumed immediately that you had some sort of V-neck.
You can't have a shirt undone and see a white t-shirt under there. Come on, who am I, somebody's dad? Do I work at Horizon Hobbies? Because I guarantee you there were a lot of white full-on t-shirts under blue polos there.
Nicole says, how did this become my fault? Because
Nobody's blaming you, Nicole.
I don't clothes shop for
this
myself.
Guy. That's the problem. Somebody else is buying your clothes.
And packing them before I left.
Oh God, you are a child. You're. You know what? Actually, no. That's insulting to most children. You're an infant.
She does a good job.
Nicole, can you pack my bag for me?
I didn't have to ask
Can you
her.
also check in on the airline for me?
I mean, that's reasonable.
You are.
I listen.
And you question my choices in life, like Trax's tracks on TRX4s and stuff.
Yeah, there's plenty. There's plenty.
V-necks are the right neck. Yes.
Just like
Josh has a 3S iron. I guarantee you his is definitely overpowered. 6S.
For one, it was the hotel, and I just turned it all the way up. I don't know what.
As you don't do. Especially with, what was it, like a polyester polo? Yeah, you don't turn it all the way up.
You just go faster, man. You just...
It must have been really shiny by the time you got there.
you just get close. And I think Nicole told me to steam it only, or maybe that was I don't remember, but I think I steamed it with the like I just.
Okay, well that's fine. As long as you didn't. Why are we having this discussion?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Either way, I looked like a Horizon employee for day 1. Fixed it for day 2.
Yeah, you went back to the Vanquish bowling shirt?
No, I didn't take that because they're getting a little worn. So
hey, Nicole Thede, thanks for the money.
What?
I love her.
Give
you know
it back,
what?
Matt.
I really love
Give it back.
her icon. That's a really nice. It's a very good impression of her. Oh, she's wearing the Harley crown. That's just so cool.
You
commissioned that.
Yes.
You certainly didn't do it. My mom said thank you for calling out my husband for being a man baby.
I want that money back, Matt.
You're not getting that money back. Taking it out of my therapy fund. Yeah. Pilot Ryan Media, thanks very much. This is my favorite fashion channel. Yeah, because I think for the last 10 minutes, all we've been talking about
is clothing. It's called free T-shirt in the plaid. Like,
yeah, I'm not wearing any of my free T-shirts today.
That's all I wear. It's
all you know what? Up until this kind of like, because it's gotten cooler here the last couple of days. It's been free T-shirts for as long as I can remember, and baseball hats for the most part. Then I got a haircut, and now I'm like, it's a little bit chilly out, and it's like it's time to break out the fall fashion. We got jeans on today. We got a collared shirt.
Yeah,
you get professional, Matt, for the rest of the season.
You get professional, Matt. For the weather's starting to get pretty nice here as well. I'm really starting to want to get up into the hills a little bit before the snow comes into, in the mountains and things like that. But I'm also like, well, all the places that I like to go have been on fire. So yeah, I'm not sure what the terrain's going to look like at some of my favorite spots right now.
It'll be interesting for sure. I mean, the one benefit, though, to all of this potential snow or, colder times, a lot more opportunities to use anything with tracks on it.
No.
I'm so excited. I'm going to do up a really fancy paint job for that van.
I mean, you know what? It's a great candidate for that because it's not like there's any chance you're going to wreck it with all of the not driving that thing's going to do.
What are you talking about? I've seen lots of tracks videos and they all look like they do very well.
Yeah.
Not on anything not rocks or anything.
Or yeah. Or any
smooth,
actual
moist surfaces is all it's good on.
Real light snow, nothing deep, no heavy mud, not a real hard pack surface. Like
some water, not a lot of water.
you just want to be careful. They're
No
really
sand.
good for like really difficult terrain as long as it's not like hard.
Yeah, not difficult. Not well. Don't worry about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to look great doing whatever it does. Alex Kelly, I don't know how Nicole became the queen of RC, considering she's only ever touched one once.
Yeah. And we'll tell you all about like that is dumb. I don't know.
I think the language is a bit stronger than that. I've
That is
watched
true.
some of the Friday nights.
This is a kid's show, though.
No, it isn't.
Friday after
I
dark.
mean, you're the only child on here. Snow equals tracks. You'd like to think, but mostly no. That's correct, Oni.
Exactly.
Yeah. CCXRC. Hi, Tony. Josh's shirt reviews must be biased if he gets them for free. Oh, that actually brings up a very good point.
Which
Something
is
that, well, like we get a lot of this stuff
yes,
sent to us,
correct.
right? Have you ever once in a review gone, well, they did give me that for free, so I'd better say really nice things about it? Have you ever once ever said that to yourself?
Like something that I didn't think was good.
Yes.
Not really. I mean, I've
No.
pissed off brands for lengths of time. Currently,
Yes.
even.
I've got a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I think.
Vanquish is still feeling pretty burnt about your last.
Yeah, no, there's. I mean, I've been on Axial's naughty list at times, multiple times, for not loving a vehicle.
Maybe I'm not I'm not super.
You're easy to please.
Critical.
That's why we're such good friends.
Wow, boom, roasted on both of us. Because you're a terrible person and I'm too nice to people. Yeah, but I'm honest. I'm always honest with my reviews. If it's not super amazing, I'm fine with it. I tell people that.
I've done the other thing though several times, which is where I've gotten something and it's been not good. So instead I've just been like, hey, you don't want me to do a video on this.
Yes, I have done that, and I have done that, and I will continue to do that, because that, to me, speaks volumes about how I would like a relationship with a company to be.
Right.
If you're going to send me something, and it's garbage, like hot garbage, I'm going to give you the opportunity, at the company perspective, to say, he's probably right. This isn't good. So
right.
we're going to fix it, or we're just going to say, okay, thank you very much. We're going to take everything you said under consideration, and then ask politely not to release the video.
Right. And I will give them that opportunity.
Yeah.
If they sent it to me. If I bought it, I'm probably going to put out the video.
Right. Well, I mean, I think that, at that point, if you've bought something, it's probably already out.
Yes. Oh, I mean, if it's not pre-release stuff, but yeah, of course. But that's not to say that both of us work with stuff all the time that's sometimes not even remotely new, that we still almost do a half-ass review on of some sort.
For sure.
So.
Right, and Pilot Ryan Media just made a good point here. He says it's not free if you have to produce. It's a value trade.
Yeah,
which is also
like, and that's the whole thing.
It's not like this isn't, all of this stuff isn't like I just do it. I do it for fun, because that's how I'm this is my hobby.
Right.
But to produce a video and to cut a video and to put a video out there, that's hours of work. Lots of hours.
I mean,
if it's a new release, you spend a lot of time doing it.
A new release, if say of any truck, you're going to be 12 hours in.
At least.
Yeah.
At least, because you have to have some time with the actual vehicle running it, so you have an educated idea of how it actually performs.
You're either going to have to do tear down or running or both, then bench video, and then whatever you shot, you're probably going to have almost an equal amount of time to double the amount of time in editing. If you've got 2 hours of footage, you're probably looking at 4 hours of production.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, at least. I'm sure you could be faster or maybe just longer because you're better at it and take more time.
little bit of column A and a little bit of column B.
Right.
and I think that's the thing that you have to remember is that it's always going to be, from my perspective, it's always an honest review. I'm not overly critical on things, and I don't do like like repeatable scientific testing of these things. It's all sort of feel, right? So
yeah, I oftentimes am overly critical on construction or design or performance, which is definitely the split between us.
That's a big difference for sure. And I mean, that's because you're in the industry and you know that stuff inside out. I'm much less of a engineering sort of based review. It's much more like an enthusiasm, feel, does it put a smile on my face kind of thing.
Right.
It's all at the end of the day, like Mike Philpott just said, it's a personal opinion. So, take a review take a review from anybody with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Also, at the same time, like oftentimes you can sometimes find somebody who you end up, if you have a truck that you like and you find somebody as a reviewer who also liked it maybe and points out some of the similar reasons why you like it, then that's probably a good person to go to for that, just because you probably have similar tastes or expectations. But if you don't care about gear ratios and if something's double sheared or not, then maybe maybe that's not what you need to care about.
Right. Jay Walker just said here, Matt and Josh are not overly critical, but they do have very high standards. In my opinion, does kind of skew to the higher end of the hobby, I think. Just an observation. I don't disagree.
I totally agree.
On my channel here that, is not cheap.
Yes. And I can
look at that stuff, honestly, because it doesn't really appeal to me on a personal level.
And I'm not saying that I haven't had fun with cheap items in the past, but
totally.
For me, usually if I am going to go out and have fun with an item of some sort, an RC car of some sort, it is going to be something where I'm going to decide that I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go, it's going to be at least 4 hours between traveling, being there, doing whatever I was going to do. Like that's a chunk of time. If said cheap item or lower standard item, if it fails on me, like I'm gonna, like, it's not, I wasted half a day of like, it's not worth it to me. I think I am very heavy on the, you get what you pay for. And I don't know that there's many situations where I feel like that is not true in our hobby.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
So I missed a few things here and they've popped up on my screen now. Gunnar Nissen, thank you, by the way. He said, good thing I didn't buy the jump house that Nicole is going to run for me, since you guys aren't going to make it to crawl for a cure. I'll film the Armageddon challenge. Thank you, sir. I'm still going to put together that other one. I might just, you and I have to talk about like YouTube shorts and how that didn't work for you, or you got caught stuff for it, whatever. Aussie RC Queen says, hey, I'm the queen of RC. So we'll go by hemisphere. We'll allow a hemisphere channel.
Yeah, sure. She can have the southern hemisphere.
Yes, that's, and our dark spleen, which is you think that's Squint Palidorus' second name?
I was going to say maybe that's
or Seafart Fire Truck's other
Yeah.
identity. So
Crawler Baller, thank you. What does Josh do in the industry? Asking for a friend. Mostly, he just
I'm a boot.
puts on the hot pants and stands in front of the Vanquish booth.
Put on my tight khakis and go try.
Puts on his crispest, most shiniest shirt. No, he. Well, I'll let you answer. I don't care.
I do work in the industry full time at Vanquish, and there now I'm mainly working on programming for the most part. So, Swiss style CNC lathes and some very, very basic mill stuff, and then a lot of other just get asked a million things to do. We're a small company still. So like all of us are just being like, hey, you're going to handle that. Or there's a problem. You go do it.
This cardboard isn't going to break down itself.
Hey, we're to that level. We have cardboard employees. Our new one is named Joe. Brandon the other day he had Daniel handling I'm like, Daniel has progressed past cardboard, bitch. Like, that's
Daniel's
Joey now.
Not cardboard.
Like,
bitch
whoa.
Anymore.
Don't demote
I'll have
the
to
man.
send him a note.
I know. Like, you gotta learn the rungs of the ladder here.
There's a couple of great jokes coming in here. Scott Norton said you're the cardboard guy. Alex said you stand there and look pretty. Mike Philpott said you're tent candy. That's a good one. Jessica's two-car garage goes, works, LOL. DK said Josh is the guy that changes everything to out of stock.
I'm busy. I am busy.
Well, we don't have any more of those.
Oh, I don't even look. I just do it. Then they try.
Yeah, those IFR rings, those look great. Well, they're out of stock.
No. Yeah, no more for you.
I bought a bunch of those.
They're pretty cool.
I hope they come in sets of 4.
They do if you order 4. I hope you read descriptions well.
I read those descriptions. Jay Walker said, I'm newer to the hobby, but still don't have a Red Cat Gen 8 or still only have a Red Cat Gen 8 and SCX 10.3, but don't feel alienated by Matt and Josh. I still find their videos relevant and inspiring in their ways.
Have both of those vehicles still.
I don't have my Red Cat anymore.
You don't?
No, I sold it to Chris from GCM, and his son beats on it daily.
I had 2 of them. One of them broke on me immediately multiple times. The other one is nearly brand new.
I guess we know how you feel.
Yeah, it definitely let me down. The very first time it ever let me down was my fault because I soldered the wrong side of an XT60 to it when I went to go test it for the first time.
Pop.
No, like I just had 2 ends that I didn't have they had the
2 battery ends basically.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Smart. Good job. And you guys think that I'm the more like arty guy?
It was a last minute.
Yeah, no, but I think the sort of the grander point that I was trying to make is that I can't think of nearly anybody that does these reviews that isn't going to get something, maybe not everything, but something that shows up for free.
Yes.
So temper your personal expectations, because everyone's going to have a point of view, and they may either kind of water down the review, or they may just be totally straight up and honest. And I
think that you may there's the opposite end of it still to talk about, which is when you pump up the cheaper end of the stuff for another benefit.
Yes. The affiliate
end
of it. Right.
Because that is a big thing in our market.
That is very true. There are some channels out there I've seen where it's all the cheap stuff.
Yeah, or even I think that I can almost appreciate it more when it is all the cheap stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like but it's like when you're doing this and this, and then all of a sudden it's just like, well, that seems really out of place. That's odd.
That's strange.
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden is that being
And
okay?
We get you and I probably both get those emails still daily. And they want you to review this $69 or $109 car or whatever it is. And they're just like, review this car for us. However many people buy it through our link, we'll give you 11% of every sale. And you can make a lot of money if that's your goal with those.
Yeah, if you've
I hope Nicole's
like
not watching anymore, because
she's going to get you reviewing all of those.
Like, you're doing all of the knockoff 6x6 twin hammers and the baby X
The next
Maxes.
video from Josh is going to be a 6x6 twin hammers, guaranteed. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Just wanted to show you this awesome. It's called the Toyan 678PL 947H. This is the H. Got to get the H.
And
you can make a ton of money, especially if you're like 100K subs or higher, and you're doing those reviews, and you sell like 100 of those. It's easy money.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of those channels. Like, if you see it, it's a very common thing. Now, I'm not saying I don't have affiliate links. I do. Yep. Matt and I both do.
Sure.
The news, I find that's useful. Now, most of the news is not affiliate links, because it's just, I don't have affiliate links I have 64. I have a folder here on my bookmarks tab, and there is 64 bookmarks in there. And I hit right click, open all. And it opens up 64 tabs across the top of my Chrome browser, and the RAM on my PC cries. But I do not have affiliate links to all of those websites. So there's probably 3 of them or 2 of them that I do. But if I can, then fantastic. If not, it still makes it in the news.
Yep. It's like, I put them in there. If you opt to click on it, super. Thanks a bunch. If you don't, doesn't bother me whatsoever. I'm not in this for the money. If I was, I'd be reviewing all those cheap trucks.
Every once in a while, someone buys me lunch. Like, hey.
Yeah, exactly, Mark. How else can you pay for a Lamborghini and a monster truck?
Oh, yeah. I was like, what? I was like, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Very true.
Black Venom Radio Control, thank you very much. This conversation reminds me of Aussie RC Playground's review of the 8S Creighton. His honesty turned into a huge mess. I don't know that story.
I believe
is that the man
yes.
that called out Arma for not sending him one or something?
It was because he leaked a photo early.
Oh, right.
That was where the mess really came from.
I remember that mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He leaked. He got caught leaking a product.
Right.
And that was more of what caused the actual drama, not the less than 100%. Swinger.
There was an apology. Yeah, it was so weird. It was like there was an apology, and then he thought that he had apologized enough, and Arma didn't feel the same way somehow, and then he got cranky on a video. Yeah. All that stuff. I've never been in a situation where anything like that has ever happened, because this is not my full-time job. I have a job.
Right.
That, I get paid quite well for, and I love it. That's my job. This is my hobby. So I've never been in that situation. If I was, I probably wouldn't put it all on YouTube for everybody to watch. I'd probably, talk to the company directly.
Send some emails.
Get on a phone call.
Make a Skype call.
whatever. Doesn't matter. But yeah.
Aardvark Spleen, thank you, sir. Is the output for VPS 7170 worth the money versus the output of IRC 00450? Would please make a 4S version of either. Would you please make a 4S version of either? Wait, what is a 4S?
What is that?
7170. I thought that was the dig output. But I'm just going to...
You can run 4S on those. Oh, show.
I mean, I'd run 4S on it all the time. No, that's Q series. Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Is the output of that better than the... oh, God. So, yeah, the 450, the IRC 450 is our new Incision light set. The light output is not going to be comparable between the two. The Q series are kind of stupid bright. So, now I'm not saying this officially, but unofficially, people have run 4S on the Q series. Unofficially. I know I'm a guy who has run 4S on those. So, but
it'll work, but it'll void the warranty.
Yeah.
Especially if you filled out the card and sent it back to Vanquish.
Yeah. No, it's only applicable if you fill out the card. However, there is no card included.
So there's no warranty card? What am I going to do?
You're just going to be sitting there with your pen wondering what to write on?
I write my own.
Yeah.
Dear Vanquish, here's the warranty card for your records. I noticed it wasn't included with this product. Sincerely, me. DK said, tell Josh I bought the Hobbywing Fusion FOC for my UMG build per his recommendation.
There you go.
Cool. I like the FOC.
I know. I'm aware that
Fusion.
You do. It has not been my favorite. The Axe has not been my favorite. The Fusion setup,
that's what he got.
Actually, then that's what I actually do really like that. Despite the parts of the Fusion setup that I don't like. Like the good outweighs the parts that I don't like as much. And for that reason, I will continue to suggest it in certain applications.
Yeah.
So.
I like it because it's all in one and it cuts down on the space required, which I think is why the crawl space guys used it at the Nationals, right?
Partially for that part, the weight of a separate ESC and the wires, things like that. Yeah, they did use it. There was a number of guys who were using it at Nationals, and at the Red Rocks event. So it is nice and compact. So I am hopeful that Holmes will come out with a competing one so that I can get the power that I like, but with the convenience that I really like of that Fusion setup.
Yeah, for sure. I can see a lot of people going that route on the comp side of things, and not even just comp. I think it'll be sort of like an enthusiast-based thing.
It's almost better for enthusiasts than anything, just because you just install the motor and there's an on button that is attached to it.
Yeah. What do you think? Now this is talking crazy now, but do you think that there would be a company that could put like a receiver in there too? So it could
I
just
hope
be
not, because
all in one.
I hope not, because it would be Spectrum if it was somebody,
and it wouldn't be Futaba. That's
I know it would not be Futaba, so I don't want it.
Futaba's out here going, oh, damn it, we don't make that crap. Yes, Dan, we talked about that Ripper number 55 on Facebook for sale already. 8450.
8450.
A Holmes Fusion would sell like hotcakes, but you have to call it something different.
Yes. Yeah. Fission.
Oh, Cold Fusion.
Cold Fusion. Blue Steel. I don't know why that.
Hotcakes.
Yeah, just go right on the nose.
Just call it right. Exactly. What do you guys got? A printer running in the background? I hear a weird noise.
I have an AC.
It might be my PC. It's quite fanny.
Fanny.
It's got many fans.
The
9.
Spectrum has a receiver and servo combo. For some reason, I was remembering that,
They do, eh?
which if it's
That's not a current product?
I wonder. I feel like I remember it, but I can't recall it off the top of my head. But I mean, unless it's 1,000 ounce inches, I'm just not interested. So it's
Checkered past, you bring up a Jaywalker, Holmes Happy Little Motor. I like that name too. The
happy little motor. It's just
It'd have to be Lil.
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 Yeah, just to be with the times.
Yeah. Checkered pass. See, to me, I think the motor/ESC combo would suck if only one component fails.
That's true.
True.
That's kind of been
That's everyone's argument.
thought in the
that I've
past
ever
for
seen.
that.
Yeah. But how many people out there have the Fusion, and how many people have had either of those parts break?
When was the last time you had an ESC or motor go bad on you in general, like in one of our trucks?
Not in the entire time that we've been doing these live streams.
Well, yeah, I agree.
Easily. I'd go more than that. Probably not since East Coast Scale Challenge 2017. I think is the last year I went.
I'm trying to think the last time I had a motor go on me. I'm not going to include brush motors, just because those wear out in general. Like I've had brushes that had to be changed, or a calm turned. But since then, I think the last one I had go out on me was like a Castle sensorless motor that I had in a Kyosho DRX rally car.
Oh, good car.
And it was like a 1510 motor or a 1415, whatever it was, big motor. Anyway, the magnets let go on it from way overvolting it and absolutely thrashing. But I mean, our motors and ESCs have got really good.
Yeah. Ian Turbot has a good comment here. The combined ESC motor combo has cost me a couple of drones, but at least my trucks don't death spiral from 500 feet up.
That's true. I do remember I did burn up a motor a couple of years ago. I just remember that. A brushless motor. But it was for a reason. I was running a motor that was specifically not great in the reverse rotation. In reverse rotation on 4S. And it was a little much. So
Tony CCXRC had an axe fail, and he doesn't know which part is bad. So it happens.
It definitely it can happen. And so
Scott Oblender, thank you very much. I think I've only ever smoked receivers and servos. Yeah, I'm with you. I can't recall the last time I had either an ESC or a motor fail.
So, for that reason,
not too hard on my junk.
Yeah, I run my Pro,
Gosh,
which I beat on again by the fire. That was kind of the truck I went out and punished. I'm still running that. That was the release truck I used in the video, the main video for the release of the Pro, which was July of 2019. That's a 3100 kV Rock 412, and it has lived on 4S LiPo at nearly full throttle its entire life, and that is only a 3S rated motor.
Since Josh bought it, it's been plugged in and running constantly at full pin.
Over voltage the whole time.
The whole time. Going on 4 years now.
Yeah. It's just been abused.
Jason Markley said, show everyone the front axle.
Oh, it's beat, but it is not in this room.
Nuts.
I had it by the fire, and it was setting on the table most of it, and yet people pick it up and they're like, Jesus, like
I've never seen an axle so smooth.
It is, yeah, not a great looking, not a great. I mean, obviously it's held up quite well. I'm not holding back on it, but it shows its duty. Yeah, light switch throttle like a boat, on and off. That's I Tyler Zavaldi from RC Drag Talk. He was manning they had a hot lap event at Proline by the Fire, which was my favorite event. And they had a nice little course, kind of went out the dirt wash that we raced on with the Ultra Fusion Challenge.
Yes.
And we went down that. You made a left, and you had to go up over these rocks and back down. Did a little loop, and he was like manning the top part of it to make sure that no one was like picking up or throwing their truck because it was a little hidden from where you started. And he was filming as I came around because I was driving with one hand and my GoPro in the other, which is how I drive 98% of the time. But it is weird to watch. GoPro. Yeah. And,
It's the other comp stance.
Yeah. And my gimpy run as it is.
The gimpiest.
Yeah. It's
Still managed to beat a fully not gimpy. Well, I was quite gimpy that week.
yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, that was smooth F9 axles like the legendary Flex. Oh, now the Flex Seal truck, Ben, those have been professionally smoothed by a grinder of some sort. Those are almost
that was
mirrored.
intentional.
Yeah. Someone spent some time with a power utensil to to smooth those.
Oh my gosh. That truck.
Yeah. That's
When are you going to start doing that again? When are you going to start doing like the you're talking are you going to do like what was that series you were doing?
Flip that truck. Yes. I got a new one of them. So I got it last week before. Oh, yeah, week before because I was actually in town. But I've got the TRX 4000 video to get edited and uploaded. I've got the giveaway video to be uploaded.
Sweet.
And I've got, what was the other one?
Am I eligible to win that?
No, you're not. You know that. That's why I deleted all of your entries that you didn't do.
At 800 entries.
And I've got a G-Speed down here that I've finished up. I just have to make some body mounts and some other little stuff. And I'm thinking basically it's kind of going to be holiday time for me to get back up and going on everything. Just
probably New Year before that starts.
Yeah. I've got 2 other projects that are going to take some significant filming and editing time in the next month as well. So just a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There is. So
for both of us. I'm also like slammed at work. And it's been a lot of managing of time, which I'm horrible at. I would spend more time in the hobby room than I probably should most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yep. Gotta pay the real bills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that has definitely been the trend as well. Just being, and then I've got 3 weeks of travel in basically 6 weeks total. So last week, this coming week, and then another week coming up after that. So, and during that week, you're going to do the news, you said, which was perfect. So
I don't remember saying that.
You said that specifically.
I did?
Yes.
Shoot. Is it going to be on my channel or is it uploading to your channel?
It's probably going to upload to mine still. So.
Oh, man, this is what a terrible deal for me. All the work, none of the rewards.
I know. Other than
That's how our relationship is anyway.
Getting to make jokes at my expense without any recourse from me.
That's true. You'll have to send me all your graphics because I don't have any of those.
Yep. And since I'm in Premiere now, I can do that. Because the last time you did it for me, I was not doing Premiere yet. I don't believe.
No. What were you on?
I was Final Cut Pro.
Oh, yeah, right.
So.
But like the new one.
Yes, Final Cut Pro X.
Nope, they lost me when they did that.
So, yeah, because during that time, you got what?
5 PCs.
5, yeah. But
One's in it. I gave the other one to my friend.
oh, you gave him a new gaming PC.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? This is going to go to a good home because I don't need it.
Yeah, that's a good call. It
All
would
right.
be. Yep. Next week is going to be another Aardvark Spleen. I'm not asking that question out loud. Absolutely not.
If they gave you money,
I'm not saying the words out loud. I'm sorry. I will find a way to refund.
Robert, yes, there will be new stickers in the late fall. I'm going to do another run.
Next week, maybe another week of your channel only, possibly. We will find out. As
right.
I will be out of town again, but
well, maybe then what we'll do for next week is it'll be a two-parter live build, because I don't know if I'll get the Gmade done in one night.
so we can. I can just harass you over Skype while you do that. There you go.
Yeah, that would work. That's fine. Checkered Past. I do not use a GoPro for running videos. I use the Sony ZV-1 or the Sony A6500, depending on what I'm looking for in terms of lensing.
I usually am. I use a GoPro just because of how fast I go. It's very extreme. Matt goes so slow that he can handhold a
gimbal and a camera and a remote.
So
Many remotes.
Yes, exactly. But
yeah. So yeah, it may be a two-parter next week. I might even be doing a Friday night stream apparently. So
yes, you should. It's a good time slot. People.
No, I can't. It's my wife's birthday this week, so I will not be doing. Yeah, well, in my household,
just tell her you have a live stream.
I care about my wife.
My wife is. I tell her all the time. But scheduling.
I love you.
Scheduling.
Got to build this truck though.
Yeah, like. Well, God, I can't remember what special occasion it was.
It certainly shouldn't have been any special occasion.
I don't remember. I think.
Which GoPro do you use, real quick? Is it the 8?
9.
You got a 9er, eh?
Yep.
I was thinking about getting one of the 10s, but
I might as well. Every GoPro release is buggy for a while. It takes them a minute to get stuff actually right, but I've usually jumped on them early. I had the 6, the 7, skipped the 8, bought the 9, and I think I might.
I have the 6 right now. Yeah. I'm way behind. I mean, they come out every 10 weeks, so
worth it.
All right. People to thank: Brian Sherwood, Gunnar Nissen, Psycho 13 Garage, Ralph Harper, Blind Guy RC, Gunnar Nissen again, RC Dave Charged Up, Scott Hatfield, Blind Guy RC, RC Patina Guy, Aardvark Spleen, Crawler Baller, Nicole Theedy, Pilot Ryan Media, Gene Master. Oh shoot! You know what? I missed Gene Masters. DJ RC played an RC High Vis Orange into House.
What?
I don't know what it means.
What?
What? Crawler Baller, and Black Venom Radio Control, and Scott Oblender. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you to Evan Baukamp, Blake Denley, Jimmy Two Horses, Gunnar Nissen, Blind Guy RC, Psycho 13 Garage, Perry G, Ron Starner, RC Patina Guy, Gunnar Nissen, Aussie RC Queen, Aardvark Spleen, and as well as one from Aardvark Spleen that I didn't read.
You'll tell me that one after we.
I will absolutely not. But
Street habit. Thanks everybody. Another great Wednesday night in the books. See you next week for episode 82. I'll be doing a live stream on Tuesday where I'll be building the Gmade GS02F Buffalo pickup with bonus parts included.
Bonus parts. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next week in some form or fashion.
All right.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Take care, everybody. Have a great night. Love you. Bye.